Welcome back to Awesome Possum Hobbies and Games. I'm Chris, and we've got another box opening. This time is Murders at Karlov Manor. This is the bundle. Let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. So here's a magic bundle for Murders at Karlov Manor. Unfortunately for this, it was not released at the same time as the at the pre-release, so I had to wait till today to be able to buy it at my local game store. Included with this is a modified oversized spin down, which is cool, and which is really greatly appreciated is on each of these bundles is security holographic, which they really need to do and put on all of their booster boxes. Opening the box, pretty simple. It's just a perforated thing that you just tear off, as what we've seen previously. Once we open it, we notice on the inside is, of course, an oversized spin down. Then we'll check out, go along with some of the marketing materials on the inside where it says Ruby Ruse. You actually put it on the number 2 and 16 to be able to see a hidden message, a little bit of a puzzle to be able to solve. I'm not a fan. Also included is some punch out tokens that you could use for gameplay, including +1/+1s, stun counters, and flying counters. So included with this bundle is the standard fat pack / bundle card box. I like these little shorter boxes because you're able to put a couple decks in it, or it's good for sorting cards. And they should really make this available in other products as well. It's not terribly expensive for them to make. Also included in is these 9 play boosters, which is different than the set boosters that would normally come with it. Play boosters are new as of this set. Their distribution inside them is a little bit different, as we'll see here in a little bit. Of course, now we get 9 instead of 8 packs. Of course, the price point for this has gone up to $50, and also included are these 2 land packs. The 2 land packs come in these wax paper type things that I'm sure are good for recycling, unlike their normal booster packs. Inside the first one is just going to be one of each of the lands, including you'll see here the full art lands, which I'm not a fan of these. I think they're kind of interesting, but not really. They're kind of gimmicky. Also, is like how to play cards. Inside the other pack is going to be our foil lands, as well as our foil promo. This foil promo is Archbane Ferox, 2 green, 2 colorless, 4/4 Death Touch with Ward. Collect evidence of 4, so your opponent, in order to target it, has to go through and collect evidence 4, which is to remove a total casting cost of cards of 4 or greater. And then one of each of the full art lands, as well as one of each of the standard art lands. So we'll go ahead and get the booster packs ready, and we'll start opening. I want to go through and skip some of the commons and uncommons and try to focus on the rares and mythics that are in here, as well as a set card if they show up. This particular rare is Doorkeeper Thrall. Doorkeeper Thrall is 1 white, 1 colorless, a 1/2 creature thrall with flash and flying. Artifacts and creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. Next pack, including, we'll show the art card. But as I said before, I want to skip the rares. And World-Spawning Worm is 3 green, 8 colorless for 15/15 creature worm trample. When it dies, you put 3/5/5 green worm creature tokens with trample onto the battlefield. And when it's put in the graveyard from anywhere, it's shuffled into its owner's library. Next rare is Elegant Parlor, which is one of the new surveil lands. It is a mountain plains and enters the battlefield tapped. And when it enters the battlefield, you get the surveil one, which is looking at the top card of your library, and you can put it into your graveyard. And then the third rare from the pack is Coveted Falcon. 2 blue, 1 colorless. It's a 1/4 artifact creature bird with flying, and it can come into play as a mysterious creature, Cloaked, which is a 2/2 with Ward 2. And when Falcon is turned face up, target opponent gains control of any number of target permanents you control. Draw a card for each one they gained control of this way, and then you can pay the disguise cost of 1 blue and 1 colorless. And when it attacks, get control of target permanent you own but don't control. On to the next pack. On with the next pack. Here is the art card. I'm not a big fan of art cards, so I give them to other players at my local game store. Going on to the rares of the pack. Another Coveted Falcon, which we've already talked about. The foil is a foil chalk outline, which is an uncommon. And the rare is the Pride of Holclade. 1 green, 10 colorless. It is a 2/15 legendary creature, Crocodile Elk Turtle. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total toughness of creatures you control. It has Defender. And for 2 blue, 2 colorless, until end of turn, target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains whenever this creature deals damage to a player. Draw cards equal to its toughness and can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Going on to the next pack, we'll just skip through all these commons and uncommons. Because everyone wants to see what the value is out of the pack. Clue token, and the rare is Wojek Investigator. 1 white, 2 colorless, creature Angel Detective. It's a 2/4 flying vigilance. At the beginning of your upkeep, investigate once for each opponent that has more cards in hand than you. So, when you investigate, you get to create a number of clue tokens equal to the number of opponents that have more cards than you. Going on to the next pack, we have some tokens as well as commons. Lots of commons, uncommons, rare, full card, and a set card. So the set card is Millstone, which is a reprint. This one particularly uses the artwork from 10th edition, but it was originally printed back in Antiquities. It is a 2-cost artifact that you could pay 2 and tap it. Target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. And the rare from the pack is Lazav, Wearer of Faces, for 1 black, 1 blue. It's a 2/3 legendary creature shapeshifter detective. Whenever this card attacks, exile target card from a graveyard, then investigates. You get to create a clue. And whenever you sacrifice a clue, you may have Lazav become copy of a creature card exiled with it until end of turn. Going on to the next pack. More commons and uncommons. In the comments below, tell me if there's any uncommons and commons you think are worthwhile. I don't really think there's a ton in this. No. So the rare in this pack, which is actually a mythic, Alquist Proft Master Sleuth. 1 blue, 1 white, 1 colorless, legendary creature, human detective. It's a 3/3 with vigilance, and when this card enters the battlefield, you get to create a clue token. And then for 2 blue, 1 white, and X colorless, you can tap to sacrifice a clue. You draw X cards, and you gain X life, which is great to do at the end of your opponent's turn, so you don't have to tap out and have the counter magic ready to go. Going on to the next pack. Sorting through those commons and uncommons, it looks like we have 1 rare and an art card. We'll show that art card here. It is a red and white enchantment. There we go. And the rare is Leyline of the Guild pack. For a combination of colors, green, white, or green or blue, or black or green, or red or green, it is enchantment. If this card's in your opening hand, you can begin the game with it on the battlefield. Each non-land permanent you control is all colors. Lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. Going on to the next pack. Looks like I got a detective token. And the rare is Case of the Crimson Pulse. 1 red, 2 colorless enchantment case. When this case enters the battlefield, you get to discard a card, then draw 2 cards. And then to solve, if you have to have no cards in your hand. And then once it's solved, at the beginning of your upkeep, you get to discard your hand and then draw 2 cards. And then, of course, remember, after you draw those 2 cards during your upkeep, you get to draw a card for your draw phase. You get to draw 3 cards every turn, but at the beginning of your upkeep, you have to remember you have to discard your hand, so you need to make sure you play as many of them as you can when you get a chance before your upkeep. So going on to the next pack, we'll sort. The token is actually a mysterious creature token. So a good reminder token to put on top of your face down cards that are cloaked. Going through all the commons and uncommons. This is a double rare pack for the last pack. That's never bad. And the first rare is Thundering Falls. It is considered to be a surveil land that is a island mountain, and it taps to produce a blue or red. Enters the battlefield tapped, and when it enters the battlefield, you get to surveil 1. And the second rare from the pack is Cryptex. For 2 colorless, it's an artifact. It taps. You have to collect evidence 3 to add 1 mana of any color. And then you get to put an unlock counter on this card. Then when you have 5 counters on there, you get to sacrifice Cryptex, surveil 3, and then draw 3 cards. You only can activate it if it has 5 or more unlock counters on it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you really do like it, please leave a like as well as leave a comment in the comment section below. And until next time, hope you guys will keep them rolling. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please take the time to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to stay updated. Have a great day and keep them rolling.